Oh, I can't wait for the comments on this one. Hello, my skulls. What's going on? It's Andrew or SkullHQ here, and today we have a very cool video. It's the unboxing of a MacBook Pro, but first let me explain why. So you may be like, Andrew, you just got a Surface. And I'm going to say yes, but I had a slight issue yesterday when this dropped inside of a backpack. This is very disappointing. So disappointing, you can see inside. Yeah, you can see inside. Completely. It broke, and it's freaking spider-webbed across. So that's not good. Needless to say, it's very broken, and there's glass shards everywhere inside that backpack, but I have a replacement, and this is a MacBook Pro. So, this is the early 2015, so it's not the newest it is the newest MacBook Pro, but it is, the newest MacBook Pro at the time of filming. They haven't updated it since, early 2015, so it was March, I believe, but needless to say, it's still one of the most powerful things. It has a Force Touch trackpad, meaning it doesn't actually click in, so that's really cool. We have the MacBook Pro here, Apple logo here, a very heavy box, MacBook Pro here, thing here. We have a shot of the MacBook Pro. It's very thin too, which is really awesome. On the back here, we have a lot of the specifications, so I'm going to block out purposely. And then here is basically what it's all about. So we have, I will read them to you actually. Let me just zoom in on these a little bit. So, not that you can read that, but it's a 2.7 gigahertz dual core i5, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 120 gigabytes of flash storage, a 13.3 inch 2560 by 1600 Retina display, Iris graphics 6100, a FaceTime HD camera at 720p, 2 Thunderbolt ports, 1 SDXC card slot, HDMI port, 2 USB 3 ports, a headphone port, an 802.11 AC Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, a backlit keyboard, pre-installed OS X, size and weight, so it's 12.3 by 8.62 by 0.71 inches, it's 3.4 pounds, and it's Energy Star certified. So, if I do flip this over, we can start the cutting, and I'm going to do it with my dad's knife, because I couldn't imagine what my dad would be saying if he would have seen me destroy my Surface. I'm sure he would be laughing. Yeah, okay, so let's make the initial incision over here. Maybe, possibly, maybe this is too thick of a knife. It might be. It is. Oh, there we go. I was going to make a clean cut. I think that made a cut. Yes, it did. And over here. And lastly over here, which I will get off camera. Okay. And we'll go ahead and peel this off. Like so. Flippy dippy it over. And pull off the rest of the plastic here. There we go. I think that's it for this. Okay, and then here we go. The moment of truth. MacBook Pro, and my camera won't focus. Lift it up. Let it slowly come out. Listen. Wow, that was smooth. Okay. And here is a Mac. If you're wondering, I bought this for my own money. I price matched it at $11.49, I believe was the price. Got it at Best Buy. Wow, there it is. Very, very thin. Yeah, I'll set that aside for now. But first, we have the inside. So what is in here? First, we have the design by Apple in California, because it is. And in here, we're going to have the usual. We're going to have MacBook Pro, warranty info, stickers, and a cleaning cloth. which is all nicely packaged up there. I believe there's no Apple on it like there used to be. There used to be an embossed Apple logo on it. I don't believe that is the case now. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to open that up quite yet. But we have that. So there's that. And then there's also the extension cable, which I will not open, but it is fairly long. And it just connects to the main power brick, which I will have to open up here. So here's the main power brick. I'll peel this plastic off, of course. So it is, the extension can plug in like that. And yep, and so here's the MagSafe 2 power connector, which is very good. It's fairly long as well. And then it has a little clip for easy storage, and then this little plastic piece here. So I'm going to drop this back in there, I believe, for now. Set that actually aside. Okay, and that's the actual box. So there we go. So obviously you're here for the main attraction, and this would be the MacBook Pro itself. And it's very, very, very light compared to other MacBook Pros, which is awesome. It's got the glowing Apple logo, of course. I'm going to go through the ports right now before I take the plastic off. We have SDXC card here, a normal HDMI, a USB either 2 or 3.0, I don't remember. Then we have Thunderbolt, which these I believe also dual as DisplayPort, mini DisplayPort, another HDMI, headphone, and the MagSafe 2 power connector, which actually attaches magnetically. I'll show you that probably in a little bit. And then here is the back where we pull off the plastic with the rubber feet. There we go. Very nice. Slip that away. And here is our Mac completely naked. But if we lift it up with the perfectly weighted hinge, we have the plastic over the screen, or a little paper, I guess, not plastic. So here is our super nice keyboard and our very large glass trackpad, which, as you see, doesn't click, and that's because it's a force touch trackpad, so it actually doesn't make any clicking noises or feelings until it turns on and the vibration motor is working. So the keyboard, if you're wondering what it sounds like, typical Apple keyboard, and we'll press our power button for obvious reasons. And there we go, there's my lights and me in the background. Our normal Apple logos take a little bit to boot up. It is an SSD inside, so it'll going to be very, very fast, which is good. Are those scratches? No, they wipe away. Okay, good. So, there's my hands coming out in the darkness. Here's the setup, and I will turn the... Can't turn up the brightness yet, so we're going to use English for our main language. I apologize, there are two bright lights in the way. So, we have the options. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. For US or Canada, obviously I'm in the US. US keyboard layout, and now I have to find my Wi-Fi. Okay, so this is transfer information. I'm actually not going to transfer a single thing. I'm going to set this up as a completely new Mac. Enable location services, obviously. Now I have to sign in with my Apple ID, which I will have to do, and I will block that out for you. Don't want you stealing my info. Signing in with my Apple ID. Of course, you have to agree to all their terms and conditions if you want to use the MacBook Pro. Set time zone based on current location. Use iCloud account to log in. Yes. Creating account. I am so excited for this. So, while this is doing that, down here you can see there used to be a thing that said MacBook Pro. They got rid of that a number of years ago because it made the bezels larger and kind of took away from the screen aspect, which is very, very large, as you can see here. Would I like to use Find My Mac? Yes, I would, actually. I will set up iCloud Keychain even though I already have it. Use iCloud Keychain to prove it from another device, or use the iCloud security code. Oh, you're from another device. I am now entering my password for my iCloud account on my phone. What is this? File vault secures data by encrypting disk and locking your screen with the password. You're using iCloud account, so if you do not want iCloud to reset your password, you can create a recovery key. No. Would I want to encrypt it? I guess so. Send diagnostics, sure. Share crash data with developers, why not? Setting up my Mac. We're 2 of 3 done. I think it's 3. Setting up. Alright, and we have landed on the desktop. So, here on the desktop, this is Yosemite, I believe, is about this Mac. Oh, El Capitan, that is the newest one. Sorry, Yosemite is an older one. El Capitan! 2.7 gigahertz, 8 gigabytes of RAM, Intel graphics, blah blah blah. Cover up that serial number, Andrew later. Built-in display, storage, support, services, blah blah blah. So yeah, this is now my Mac, and it's going to be pretty cool, hopefully. I'm going to have to change some settings in the future, but this is awesome. So, iTunes and everything will be very, very cool. And Spotlight and all the new features. Let's see. Go to my settings. Change a few things for myself. Not mouse. Trackpad. Tap to click. Silent clicking. Force click and haptic feedback. Yes. Displays. Obviously we have this. The brightness you can manually adjust with the keyboard. So I'll go over the keyboard a little bit here. So up here are the function keys for brightness. That turns the screen brightness on and up and down. Here is the keyboard brightness, which is actually reactant to the light. So you can turn it up here and down. I like to keep mine about dead center there, personally. But the Mac by itself actually adjusts to light, so that's pretty cool. And you can change color and stuff, blah blah blah, up there. There's a whole lot of stuff to do on the Mac, and I'm very excited to use this as my daily driver in terms of a laptop. But for now, it's at, let's see, I got 3.5 hours left of battery. So let's close it, and let's compare sizes in terms of to a Surface. So a Surface, I believe it has a 12-inch display, and this is the size comparison in terms of width and height. In terms of thickness, actually, let's put these two next to each other. This includes the keyboard, by the way. The Mac, I believe, is very slightly thicker up here because it's rounded a little bit. Yeah, it's very close, though. Very, very close. Here, if I show you. Look at that. Very, very close in terms of thickness. But the Surface, very fragile with this magnesium and interesting glass situation I have going on for me personally. But the Mac is going to hopefully be a very good investment, a very expensive investment on my part, but yeah. So that's going to be really it for this video. Like the video if you liked it, share the video, subscribe for more, and I will see everyone later. Take care. Bye!